Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Nail Nails. In this video, we're going to do some crazy witches nails. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. So I'm going to show you the tips that I'm using for this. I am using extreme long curved tips. So this is what they start out like. So you can see they have a curve. They are extremely long as described.
You did the Beauty and the Beast ones on them, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. If you haven't seen that one, you need to check that out. And then what I did was I just basically cut the sides off and made it pointy. So I've just made this pointy. We've still got a curve. You can see we're still curved like our witch's nails, because witches are real. I've wanted to do this for a while. Now is the season to be doing it. Now I look at people's nails on films, especially like mythical characters, like when you look at Harry Potter and things like that, when you've got these crazy kind of people. And if you've got witches, they tend to have some crazy nails. So somebody must make these nails. Yeah? I'd like to make the nails for these videos. These, well, movies. So I'm going to make one like I would make it if I was doing witches' nails for a film. But you can do this for yourself. And on Halloween, you can stick them on and pretend you're a real witch. And I think things like this really add to the costume. It's not just about the costume, it's the costume, the makeup, the nails, everything. It's all about accessorise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use two different colours of the 3D Sculpture Gel. I've got peach and I've got tan. Two very different colours. And I will use some paint on this as well. So what I'm going to do first of all is scoop out some peach. Put it on my finger. Scoop out some tan. And I'm going to roll this up like a ball of chewing gum. And let it all sort of marble together. We want it to look messy. Once I've done that, I'm going to place it onto the nail. So you can see you've got some different tones there already. Don't mix it too much because you don't want to just create a whole new colour. Although that would be pretty cool. You'll need a gel brush. You will need a little pot or dampen dish. And you're going to put some of the gel residue wipe off solution into there. You need that to clean your brush as you work. So I'm going to start to bring that down the nail. Basically, we're going to cover the nail with the sculpture gel. Now, this does not need to be perfectly neat. Oh, the joys, the joys. It needs to look ugly. The main objective of this design is to make it look ugly. I'm going to go a little bit thinner towards the cuticle area. So this will be finer, just so it looks a bit more realistic, I suppose. Because witches are real. So I'm going to cover the nail. I want to keep it quite heaped as well. So you see how it's quite heaped in the middle. It's a little bit uneven, and that's exactly what we want. So it's already looking a bit gross, isn't it, there? Now you will need a tool of some sort, something pointy. You can use a needle, or you can use a cuticle knife as well. We're going to use both, see which is best. And now what you can do is do lines. So you're carving lines into the nail. So what you're trying to create is, you know, you get some nails that have got ridges in them naturally. We are doing an extreme version of that. think I slightly prefer the little pointy tool. Any excess that comes off on the tool, you need to just roll that off. I think the witches live in a place where there are no manicurists.
Yeah, because if you were like the all-powerful mighty witch, you'd want to look your best, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Like Glinda, the good witch in the north, I bet she goes to
Oh, I
the
bet she.
salon.
Yeah, she'll go to a salon and have like some right Bobby Dazzlers, won't she? Do you want some little fine ones as well? So you want some deep cut ridges and some little fine ones as well. Really adding texture to this gross nail. Any of the, see those little bits that are sticking up? I'm just going to run the brush very gently across just to flatten them ever so slightly. If you've got any unneat edges here, especially here because it's going to make contact with your cuticle, you want that neat. You don't want it sort of hanging over really at the sides. You still want it to resemble a witch's nail. So now I'm going to cure that in the lamp. So it's nice and cured now. So what we're going to do, we're going to paint this. Behold, the paint palette. Right, so we will need a few different colours. We're going to need a dark brown. So we've got this colour. This looks gross. Definitely going to use that. And I need black. Burnt sienna. Bit of that. Yellow orange. Ooh, yeah. Let's have a bit of that. Yeah, witches don't grow beautiful nails. Do you know why?
Because they need to like stir things.
Because they're vile, aren't they? Well, they're not vile. They're not very nice people. We're going to make a wash now. So we need some water. And we need this dirty brown colour. I'm going to add a little bit of black to it, just to really muddy it up, so it's really muddy. We're going to add this. And can you see what it does? It's going to sit into all those grooves. So that's why it needs to be wet. And I'm sort of jabbing it in. I'm not like sweeping it in. Jabbing it in so it actually goes into all of those creases. I'm cleaning my brush, drying it off, and then I'm going to just rub over it just to take off any excess off the top. Oh yes, we like it. I'm liking it already. It already looks like a walnut. Now I want some black. Going to make it into a bit of a wash. I'm going to make this part quite dark. And I'm just tapping and bringing it down to sort of blend it down a bit. Now this orangey yellow, I'm going to use this more like I'm dry brushing with it. So you don't want a lot on. And we're just going to go across and just add a little bit of that colour. More towards the end of the nail. That looks gross. It's so gross. And we're going to do the same with the burnt sienna. Go across the nail and just add little hints of that colour. I feel like we need a little bit more of that yellowy orange colour. So I'm not sweeping up and down like that. I'm going from side to side. This will really bring out the grooves. Get into the groove, boy, you got to prove your love to me. Just want a little bit of darkness into this. I need a bit of white now. I'm going to dry brush again with this, just to add a little bit of highlight. So I'm going to add a little bit of green. I feel like it just needs a bit of green. I don't know why we associate green to witches. Do you know what? I think that's what it is. It's done as a child, isn't it? It's inbred. It's inbred into our brains. Right, I'm going to make it really dark at the back now. So at this cuticle area, I want quite a bit of black. And when that is all dry, oh, we need a little bit more black here. Oh my God, I feel like I've missed a bit. Now I'm going to seal that with brush on glue. I'm not going to put anything like Mega Gloss on or anything like that because they ain't got no shiny, really shiny nails, have they? They've just got a slight sheen to it, like a natural nail would have. So we're going to use brush on glue to just seal that. Because if you're wearing them for Halloween, you don't want to go to wash your hands and then, oh look, all that paint just washes off. Now let that dry. Now that really does look like a witch's nail. Can you imagine if you had a full set of them though? How cool would that look? Full set of them bad boys. It wasn't difficult, it's not difficult, it really isn't, because it's good because it needs to be messy, it needs to be unperfect. So I think it just really adds to it. So you could go out and be a witch. There you are guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video and I hope you can do it yourself at home. I want to see all your pictures. Can you contact me on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and show me if you create a full set of these nails because I want to see your work, okay? All the products we've used will be below as always and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. So I think this witch definitely needs to go to the doctor because I think she might have a fungal infection. What do you think? Yes, I think she needs to go to the doctor. But being a witch, you think she'd be able to cure it herself, wouldn't she? Like a magic it.